Yeah. I think imeanza. And I hope internet haitani let down. Yo, niaje, can you guys hear me? Yeah? Let me just share the screen. You'll tell me kama mnaona screen yangu.
Naona screen.
Perfect. So today's session tutakuwa tuki go through the first like two projects dealing with low level programming. We won't go with hello world kwa sababu like honestly speaking hiyo kila mtu anaweza, so tutaanza na variables, if else na elf na while. Basically ni variables na maloops, ndio that was the first thing ya the project. Yeah, tulipatiwa hizi materials, but honestly speaking hii book ni kama 200 pages na ni vitu logical. Inafika point tu akili yako inapoteza tu that concentration span, so fuck that book. Apologies, but you can get, ukisoma book you'll acquire more information kwa ajili there's some things tunafanya saizi that ina reflect like deeply with the book, but apart from that that book has like kila kitu about C, but we won't go through that. Tutapitia tu like hizi whatever some of the stuff that we were referred to, ndio at least guys wajue keywords ni nini, identifiers ni nini, watu wajue integers na arithmetic operations, then tutaingia hizo stories za loops na everything else. So we'll initially go through the project the quiz, but first nataka tu we just pass through this material that we are given. After that then we'll go to the questions kwa ajili like as much as we usually go to direct to the questions, the questions that derived from the materials zenye ziko informed hapo juu. Anyways, tutaanza na hapa. The first one is keywords and identifiers. So kuna keywords na identifiers. I'll just give you this top from my head definition yenye mimi najuanga. Hizi keywords ni words zenye ziko already defined in the program. Inaweza kuwa C, inaweza kuwa Python, inaweza kuwa Java, inaweza kuwa JavaScript. Keywords, these are words zenye developer akitengeneza that language alikuwa anasema mtu akitaka kufanya kitu fulani atatumia jina hii. That's a keyword. So nitaget to identifiers, but acha tu tuanze na keywords kwanza, alafu tutaendelea hivyo hivyo pole pole. So hapa tumeambiwa C keeps a small set of keywords for its own use. Keywords cannot be used as identifiers. Common restrictions with modern languages. Hiyo ni restriction yenye kwa ajili huwezi katumia keyword kama identifier kwa ajili, okay, it seems like I'm being forced kusema identifier ni nini. So I'll just say this. Personally, I identify as Sage. So identifier, it's something that ni kitu yenye ina identify something with. For not to use the same word, I'll say this. It's something that as someone associates with, that's an identity. You get? Kama kuna mtu mwenye hajaelewa what an identifier is, you can take it as a name, yeah? Like my name is Sage. Sage identifies as a podcaster. So I make podcasts, so I identify as a podcaster, although I don't identify myself as a podcaster. So that identity, as in it gives it an identity. It's like since so far people have been umekuwa ukifanya C for a while, there's a time that you write int I. So that I is the identifier. It identifies as an integer. I hope hapo hakuna any issue. We'll move along swiftly. Hapa anasema where users of old C may be surprised. This is in the introduction of some new keywords. If those names were used as identifiers in the previous program, then the program will have to be changed. Basically wanakwambia like kama hizi mawords zilikuanga zimetumika before, itabidi hiyo program yenye imewekwa kama let's say chukue auto, double, break, integer, nini, hizi zote ziko already identified, ziko already inside the C program, yeah? So kama hii iko ndani ya hiyo program, let's say tunatengeneza game na hizi vitu ziko already defined, hapo ndio hii stuff inakuja, then the programs will have to be changed. Itabidi kwa ajili hizi stuff ziko already hapo na tumepatia vitu mpya, itabidi we change them, like ndio hizi identifiers zikuwe solid hapo, as in identifiers as it change zinabaki hivyo hivyo na ziko limited in C. I hope hakuna mtu mwenye ako na shida na keywords hapo ama identifiers. So tuna scroll chini kwa identifiers as stated hapa. Identifier is a fancy term used to mean name. Like I said, ni jina yako tu, like tuko na settings kwa group, Roba is in there, like that's just it. Hakuna story mingi, like it's a name given to kitu hapo tu, kitu yoyote tu, it can be given a name. So identifiers are used to refer to a number of things, vitu kibao, like variables ama function. Kuna function inayokuja hapa, we can use an identifier ku write the function itafanya kuja hapa, itafanya it brings this value onto the screen. It can be a variable like number 27. It can be identified as C is equals to 27. Yeah. So that's basically identifiers and keywords. After identifiers and keywords tunakuja kwa integers. Mimi nita make a big assumption na assume kila mtu like alienda high school, yeah? So in form 1 kulikuanga na time yenye, how should I do this? Let me use my whiteboard hapa kwa ajili sijui hizi whiteboard zingine zinapatikana wapi, labda setting za tuonyeshe, but anywho sijui mbona whiteboard yangu haifungui. But nikipotea please mseme kwa ajili like internet yangu imekuwa fuzzy throughout the morning na sielewi mbona. I think nita change operating system very soon. Anyways, so back in high school, I think topic ya kwanza ya mathematics ilikuwanga integers, yeah, where tulikuwanga tunaona like kulikuwanga na kitu kama hii iko 0 alafu 1 10 ama inaweza kaendelea zaidi, by the way. So an integer is any number, oh sorry, I think it was like this, yeah, but acha ni confirm nisiwachoreshe giza. Hapa. So from my knowledge in high school, yeah, an integer is any number, positive ama negative, like I said, like kenye nimechora hapa hivi. hii inaweza kakuwa n. Let me do this. Sorry. Anyways, an integer is any number 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. So an integer is any number, positive ama negative, within that range. N inamaanisha it goes up to negative infinity ama positive infinity. So ikiwa in this range, it's an integer. Basically an integer ni number. So without further ado, tuende tukaangalie hapa. Kuna vitu zinaitwa integral types. The real types are very mbona nasoma vitu zangu bana. The real types were the easy ones. The rules for the integral types are more complicated but still tolerable, and the rules really should be learned. Fortunately, there are types used in C for routine data storage and real and integral types, or structures and arrays built from them. C doesn't have special types of character manipulation or handling logic boolean, but uses of integral types instead once the rules of the real and the integral types are known. So hiyo basically haijatuambia definition ya integral types, na mimi nimeexplain hapa integers, so I'm wondering mbona na explain integers na hii stuff ni integral types. Sikusoma vizuri. Integers like okay. Anyways, there are two types of integer variables. Other types can be built from this as well, as we'll see, but the plain and decorate hii kuna kizungu ingine ngumu bana na ati tumesoma. Anyways, but the plain and decorated ints are the base. So inasema basically ni ma integers ndio ints. Hii ndio like zenye watu wanatumianga sana. Alafu kuna the most obvious ones of the pair, kuna signed int. Hii hatujatumia but juzi nimeona hii unsigned int. These are variables supposed to be stored in whatever is the most convenient unit for the machine running on your program. Like haijalishi inaangalianga tu machine gani ndio most suitable with the function. Munanisikia ama neti yangu imepotea?
Uko sawa.
So the int is the natural choice of undemanding requirements when you just need a simple integral variable, say as a counter in a short loop. Kama unataka kutumia like integer kwa loop kiasi. This isn't any guarantee about the number of bits an int can hold, except it will always be 16. So an integer itakuwa 16 always. Alafu tunaambiwa hapa standard header ya hii limits.h. So obviously C had an old guarantee whatsoever about the length of an int, but consensus common practice has always assumed at least 16 bits. So assumption yake ni like int iko na always 16 bits. That's the bits int peke yake, achana kuna hii unsigned int na hii int. So tunaambiwa hii header limits.h doesn't specify the number of bits but gives a maximum value of int instead. So kazi ya hii ni kukupatia the maximum na the minimum, like huku like we had this ile ya 0 to like this one, hapa ni 0, hapa ni n, hapa ni negative n. So hii inatupatia the extremes kwa C. Hii limits.h it just gives us the extreme numbers but haitupatii like int ni 16 bits as we know hapo hivyo. So tukikuja tupatiwe range ya unsigned int is kutoka 0 hadi 65,535. So unsigned int, it's basically any positive number in that range. Hakuna negative number with unsigned int, but int inachukua kila kitu, hence unapata hii value yenye iko hapa hivi 32. But ukiangalia vizuri hii plus hii inakupatia this, of which ni basically ina saying like it's within the range. Ni vile kwa ajili ichukue the negative bit hii unsigned int, that's why inaongeza kwa ile side ingine, so it makes it like the range inakuwa kubwa zaidi. So hapa ndo wamesema the range cannot be negative ya unsigned int. So watu wakiweka unsigned int, it basically means any positive number to 65,535. So hapa ni explanation more about kenye tunajua hapo juu. We'll go to character variables. A bit less obvious than int is the other of the plain integral types. Sasa hii ni character, like hizi ni ma letters A to Z. Yeah, that's basically it. Any character ita fall within this. Excuse me. It is basically just another sort of int but has a different application. Because so many C programs do a lot of character handling, it is a good idea to provide a special type of help, especially if the range provided by an int uses up much more storage than needed by the characters. The limits file tells us that there are 3 things guaranteed about character. So what are those 3 things? They have at least 8 bits. So a character ni 8 bit, ni divide by 2 ya integer. They can store a value of at least 127 and a minimum value of 0. So hii ni kutoka 0 to 127. That's how a character is, and it's 8 bits. Whether or not character variable behaves as an assigned int or unsigned int types is implemented in define. So that's predefined, so wewe hauhitajiki kujua hizo stuff. So this is a small example of how that character inadefiniwa na vile ina work. So ukiangalia hii stuff aliweka the limits. Hii limits ni basically kujua the maximum na the minimum. So hii hapa ni minimum, hapa ni maximum. So ukiprint hii program, it basically prints the maximum kwa ajili it's a while loop, inasema it's not equal to the maximum. Since it's not equal to the maximum, itatupatia the minimum. Yeah. So itakupatia hizo limits. Hii ni kama kukuambia itaanza kutoka 1 mpaka yenye hiyo ya mwisho, but haitafika hiyo ya mwisho kabisa. I don't know, sijui kama hapa we need to like study these extra ones, but acha tu nipitie tu just in case. Okay, nini hapa? In explanation yenye nimetoka kuambia, but with more detailed expansion. Running the program is left an exercise for the easily amused, like hiyo ni kitu ya utoto. Okay, if you bothered about where the car mean and the car marks come from, find limits.h and read it. So unakwambia hizi ni predefined, ziko ndani ya hii header. So ukitaka kujua more about car max na car min, enda tu kwa header file usearch. Because the rows of arithmetic types of constant turn out to be int, but doesn't matter whether the value is always small enough or assign them to car variable without any loss of perception. When a character variable is printed using the %c, so %c ndio ya character format with the printf, the appropriate character is print out. So kama uko na character unaweka hivi, sasa itakuwa %c not %d. Ukiona %d, you can use %d if you like to see the integral value, like ikuwe ma numbers. %d ni numbers, %d ni c ni characters, yeah. Sijui hapa kuna code ingine where the character define c wakaweka ni a ndio iko ndani ya c, so waka run loop. So kazi ya loop ni kutoka isikakue wanataka ikue greater than or equal to z, so hii ni kuprint alphabet in short, yeah? Where ita print hizo alphabet back to back, kwa ajili hapo wameka increase, ikisha print c ita print d hivyo hivyo ikipanda. Hii basically kazi hii ni kuemphasize kazi ya car ni kufanya nini. It is not a special type with its own rules, ni the same tu na int. That's basically more details on that, which I think that's good enough information before tuendelee. Hii basically ni kujua like ukitaka kuprint character ndio hii, ukitaka kuprint decimals na whatever, ukitaka kuprint digits with the decimals una print na %d. Hizi ni za signed int, unsigned int utatumia u. Hexadecimal ni x, o ni octal. Octal ni numbers like mingi sana, like suna kumbukanga high school, like kulikuwa na stories za truncate, rounding off, vitu kama hizo. Sasa hizi ndio zinaketa for that, hadi decimal, long, whatever. So kuna kuanga na long, char, short, int. Hizi ndio basically hizo ma predefined functions zenye tulikuwa tunaongelelea, ziko already defined in inside the C program, yeah. I hope hamjaboeka bado. So arithmetic operators, hii ni plus, minus, multiplication, division. Modulus inamaanisha kudivide, but unaangalia remainder, hauangalii imedividiwa mara ngapi. Kama hii ni kuangalia imedividiwa mara ngapi, hii ni kuangalia remainder. I++ ni increment, mostly ku increase na 1. E++, A++ ama ++A, but kuna difference ya A++ na ++A. I don't want anyone to get confused. Decrement operator ni A minus minus, so kuna A++ na A minus minus, zote ni za ku increase na ku decrease. This is basically an example, yeah? I hope hakuna mtu mwenye kuna shida ya ku add, subtract na ku minus, na story ya ku divide na modulus. Modulus ni remainder. So modulus basically ni inaandikanga if it remained something, inaandikanga what remained there. So let's just do the demo hapa ndio watu get to understand that what modulus is. So if I execute this code while connecting with the server, really wish. Let me just reload the page. Naharakisha hii kitu sana. While connecting to the server. Now it's hello world. I don't want to say hello world. Anyways, I think nafaa kuwa compile hapa. code to dumping hapo tu. Okay, hii imeleta shida hadi itaki ku execute. Let's just copy this code tuweke hapo ndio like wase wa get to understand better. Okay, so basically kazi ya hii program ni kuna this is a variable that was declared, na hii ni predefined operator. So while declaring this variable ikaassigniwa the value of 21 na hii variable ingine, alafu hii ikaachwa empty. So basically hii ndio ita show results za whatever it's going to be worked kwa hizi mbili ya a plus b. So itachukua hii plus hii itakuwa 21, hii minus hii itakuwa 11, times itakuwa 210, divide itakuwa 2.1, hii itakuwa I don't know modulus 2 divide by nini 10, hii itakuwa 1. I think 1 ndio itakuwa remainder, I'm not sure. I plus plus hii itamaanisha itaenda ichukue hii alafu increase by 1, itakuwa 22. Hii ita decrease by 1, itakuwa 20 flat. So like I said, hii itakuwa 31, hii hapa itakuwa 11 to 10 kwa ajili ni multiplication, divide itakuwa 2.1, alafu modulus line of 5 ndio hii hapa. When you divide ukidivide hii by hii, ni hii moja peke yake ita remain, so it was printed here. That's the function ya modulus, kukupatia remainder. Let's change it tuweke 12, itakuwa 2. You see, that's the basic function ya modulus, kukuambia tu remainder, nothing else. Tatu keke hii 5 divided by 12 ni modulus line 5 2. Okay, by the way ni 2. Anyways, that's the function ya modulus, and I think tumemaliza story na arithmetic and everything, and we've come to a conclusion on hizi za kwanza tatu. Tunajua keywords ni nini, identifiers ni nini, integers ni nini, na arithmetic operators ni nini. So let's get into loops, and the first loop tutaangalia ni if statement. Kuna if, kuna hii if else hapa hivi, na kuna while loop hapa hivi. So maloops ziko kibao, and tutaangalia bado logical operator, so msikakuwa na shaka. We'll start with if statement. So hii ni kama tunaangalia vile vitu zina flow. So before like tuanze kuongelelea like if, I'd like to put this out here. Kama programmer, basically kama software engineer, kazi yako ni kucreate a program yenye inasema mse amefanya hivi, itaflow ifanye hivi, itaprocessika. Ndio maana tulikuwa tunaangalia ma flow charts na manini. After processika, ABCD is going to be run, and then this is going to be the output. Mpaka saizi sijui, sijajiekea kwa akili zile manini, I forgotten the name of these things, zile ma flowcharts na what not. Basically a flowchart is the best to describe a loop. Start. So unasema mjema wako ameanza amefill form, tuchukue form ya Google form yenye unataka mtu akuwe na username, password, date of birth, after date of birth, email yenye atakuwa nayo. So basically kazi ya loop ni kukuja kuangalia umeweka nini hapa, sawa, umeweka nini hapa, sawa, umeweka nini hapa, sawa, umeweka nini hapa, sawa, tuiprocess hii yote alafu to create account ya John at gmail.com. That's basically kazi ya loop. Kazi ya loop ni kuprocess the flow of certain information or data or something of the sort. I hope hakuna mtu mwenye amepotea hapo. So we'll move on to the next one. The ability to control the flow of your program, letting it make sure decisions on what code you execute is valuable to the programmer. If the if statements allows you to control if a program enters a section of your code or not, based on whether a given condition is true or false. So hapa wanasema like the if loop, si kuna hii program, hii function yako ni ya input data. So it will go and check on your form yako kama kuna name, email, kama kuna email, kuna nini, password. So the if loop will check if this, unasikia, if it's there, ita run, ita check, kama tusema 1 is greater than 2, hiyo ndio sasa kama a b c, kama hizi ziko, it runs alafu ina print out yes. So hii ni kama 1, I is greater than 2, I iko defined hapa juu, I is equals to 5. So kama hii iko greater than 2, ita run the if loop. Ikirun if loop ina print out yes. That's basically function ya if loop, vile huyu mjamaa explain hapo hivyo. Apart from that, one of the most important functions of the if statement is that it allows the program to select an action based upon the user's input. Nimewapatia like a good example hiyo ya name, password, nini. For example, by using an if statement to check if a user password entered a password, your program can be decided whether a user is allowed to access the program or not. Yeah, that's basically it. So tunakuja tunaambiwa signs zenye zinatumika kwa the loop, of which hapa I don't think many guys paid attention. Kuna hizi signs the greater than sign, less than sign, greater than or equal to, kuna less than or equal to. Hii double equal sign ndo una equate to, while in the statements, while in a loop hizi ndo unatumianga kuequate. Otherwise ukitumia equal sign, then things won't go as you want it to go. Yeah, not equal to hii hapa, you should pay attention to this. Watu wengi hawajuangi like what this means, and kwa ajili inamaanisha not equal to, and few people actually read the information. It makes it like more simple for you guys. So basically this is how an if statement works. Kuna if hapa alafu inasema statement, hizi values ziko filled, sawa. Kama ziko filled, ita run the code. Kama hii 5 is less than 10, kama 5 ingekuwa greater than 10, hii hata hii code hainge run. That's basically it. Hiyo ndo if statement. Hakuna story nyingine. Kama hiko ita run, kama haiko haita run. So kuna hii yenye tumesema kama haiko haita run. That's where this else comes in. If it's true, kama 5 ni greater than 2, si ita run. Kama haiko greater than 2, ita run hii hapa hivi. So there's another one, and in addition to that, So kazi ya else if ni kuna hii yenye umeweka hapa 5 is greater than 5 is less than 10. Tuchukue hii hapa hivi, hii tumepatiwa hivi 5 is less than 10, si imerun hapo hivyo. Kama hapo 5 haiko less than 10 itarun hii hapa else, sorry, itarun hii. But tunakuja hapa tunapatiwa kuna another else hapa hivi, if else. Hii if else works, unaweka hii age hapa something declared, alafu una make isikakue 100. It's already ita define hapa. Scanf inamaanisha mtu ndo anaandika age kama 35 ama 10 ama 11, bora haiko hii. Ikiwa hii age ya jamaa akiwa older than Queen Elizabeth, itakuja hapa age is equals to 100, itakuja imwambie you are old. Kama iko greater than 100 pia hapa angeka greater than or equal to, but alieka equal to. Kama alieka greater than or equal to 100, interpret you are old, otherwise you are really old. Oh, so hiyo yenye mimi naongelea yenye iko greater than 100 kabisa, ndio hii inakuja hapa, you are really old. Ukiwa 101 ama 200 ama 600. That's basically how if, else if na else works. Boolean operators. Boolean ndio kazi yake ni ku decide if ni ku check if something is true or false, nothing else. So I hope nobody has an issue with boolean ama vitu kama hizo. Basically tumeshaangalia if else, so there is no need for us to go through it again here, but this is basically what I was telling you about the flow chart diagram. Kazi ya loops ni hii. If the condition is true, ita print to hapa direct. Hii itakuwa kama the condition is true, itaenda tu direct to hapa tu. So kuna hii alafu ukiangalia if else kuna ingine, kutakuwa na box ingine kando hapo hivi, kando yake. Sijui should I draw this for better understanding. Kuna hii start condition, after condition kuna hii process ina check if. Kama hiyo if haijamitiwa inatupa hapa ni kwa else. Hapa ni if. So itakuja hapa only the condition if is true. Hapa itaenda if it's false. If the condition is, if hii ni false, itakuja process hii hapa, hii ndio else if. Hii ni else. So itakuja itaangalia condition. If the condition is true, it runs hapa hivi. Haya, true, ita print hii output. Hii hapa itapeana output. Yeah, that's basically it. Acha nisi get into details kwa sababu naonekana jirepeat. We've basically finished if in C, if else. So relational operators, hii tumeshaongelelea, but we'll go through it. Hata logic operators tumeshaongelelea kwa ajili logic goes hand in hand na any loop. Kwa ajili logic ni basically kuangalia if something is logical, kama 1 plus 1 inaleta 2, kama 225 divided by 5 ni, is it logical? Anyways, relationship operators ni correlate with something, like tuliangalia is equals to, not equal to, like it relates it with this, ina cheki value ya kwanza, ina relate na ya pili ku get the final result. Logical operators ndio hizi. So logical operators in C, these operators are used to perform logical operations on a given expression. That's where how do you use the same term could define this term. Anyways, there are three logical operators in C. They are logic and kuna and, or na not. So this is and, hii ni or na hii ni not. Yeah. So kazi ya and ni kuweka hii na hii kuziweka pamoja. Kama unaweza katumia hapa if x is greater than 5 and y is less than 5, alafu ina run that statement. If 10 is less than or equal to 10, or y is equals to, so he or ita run if one of them is true, and ita run if both ni true. Not ita run kama hizo stuff hazifanani. That's basically it. Yeah, I think tuangalie while loop moja. Tukiangalia hii moja itakuwa imeshughulikia hiyo ya pili, so we won't need to go there. Ukishaangalia hiyo will be clean to go through the questions na I don't think tutakuwa na any issue tukisonga mbele. So while condition alafu statement, this is how the syntax is, yeah? So the purpose of the while loop is to run a code. If the condition is true, then it runs the code, then inarudia. It runs until the condition is not true. If the condition is not true, inamaliza, close the program like that. So that's basically why the while loop. So tukichukua hii program walipatia hii 10, wakasema 10 is less than 20. So wakakuwa waki add kila time, wana add, so inaenda kila time ina print inasonga hadi ikue, ikifika time it gets to 20 the program stops. So kazi yao the while loop hapo ni ku stop the program 1 10 11 12 hadi ikafika 19, haiguzi 20. So that's the purpose of while loop. While the program is running, if it gets to that point, it stops. Yeah, that's it. Well, many man of help, there is this ANSI. You don't need to learn about scanf, get car, EU, XJS, time random max, for loops or do loops or while loop functions. Miss Jumbona alituambia hivyo, maybe that's a tip for whatever it is we're going to learn. So this at this point saizi najua hakuna mtu mwenye akona issue ya this. So kama uko na issue yoyote in this thing, you'll please speak up. Anyways, tutaenda kwa the questions. What is the size of the unsigned integer data type? Si tuliona like pale juu, like it's 4 bytes. Ile kitambo ndo ilikuanga 16, siku hizi ni 4 bytes. Hadi car tunaona ya kitambo ilikuanga inasema ni 4, but sai kwa ya saizi it's 1. Hadi ukiangalia kwa the hii whatever the ASCII, it has all the values. Ukijua wait, the ASCII inaangalianga like the numbers and whatnot. Kuna like file yenye inakwambia like each and every one of these. Car ni how much, float ni ngapi, but ukiangalia vizuri double float, double float, int, unsigned int, zote zinafanana, zote ni 4. So which one of the following are valid if statements in ANSI C and Betty compliant? But hapa Miss Jimbona, like you were told to go with Betty na sikuona like any resource to deal with Betty. Hii stuff ya Betty ilinishtua. Anyways, the correct answer ilikuanga hii. And hii. Simply because this program will run. Hizi zingine ziko na mashida, ziko na manini mingi, madoido mingi. Na as we all know saizi like Betty doesn't want that complication. Which one of the following are valid for statements in ANSI and Betty compliant? Consider A and B two variables of type integer. So hii ni int imewekwa equal 0. After ikiwekwa equal 0 inakompariwa na B, then A incrementiwa. So this program will run until A is equals to B, equal to B, the program stops. That goes along with this the same as this. Hakuna any difference hata ukiangalia like the program itself. Hadi hii like the only difference ni hii imedeclarewa nje, like hapa hivi hii iko ndani, hii iko nje, but anything else hapa ndani the same. Hii ni syntax error kwa ajili like you can't nini two times. Hii inafunga nini, big question marks. Alafu for this one, this version of C that we are using, you can't declare an int inside the condition, so it has to be outside. Na tumeambiwa hapa to nini as type int, so it was already predefined, so why are you defining it again? You can't define it twice. Which one of the following are valid while or do while statements in anti and basic compliant? Okay, so this one was the true. The while hapa hivi ukiangalia vizuri like hii while loop iko defined kama ile ingine, alafu like tumeambiwa hapa variables of type int, like consider A and B, they have already been defined as int, so there's no need for you to define int again. So a while loop e plus plus hautaweka hapo, utaweka huku ukishamaliza nini yako, ukishamaliza code yako, like umesha print hii, so for the while loop to continue una add kwanza, alafu ndio while inasonga most of the time. So do this whatever, print this while A is less than B. If it's equal to, don't do it. That's basically the do while loop, yeah. Apart from that, you can basically go to these tasks. So hapa tuliambia you don't have to understand what rand underscore max do, so please don't touch this code. Right output of the program should be the number followed by if is greater than 0 positive, if the number is 0, if less than 0 is negative, followed by while. So basically what you're supposed to do hapa, it was just see maneno mingi kidogo tu. So let me just do this. Shit. Wait, shit. Nitasaidia huyu jamaje. Nimekuwa nikiandika kwa whiteboard and it's not been recording the whiteboard. Just a second guys. Add window capture. Anyhow, I hope munaweza kuona whiteboard ama
Covid.
unacheki whiteboard?
Tunaiona.
Tunacheki.
Tunaiona.
So write the program. This program will assign a random number to the variable n each time it is executed. Complete the source code in order to print whether the number is stored in variable n is positive, negative. So basically kenye inasema hapa hivi, program will assign n a random number. So n will have a number yoyote tu, inaweza kuwa 1, 2, 75, 367, any random number. That's the purpose of the program, yeah. So our purpose is to complete the source code. So the source code is already given there, so kazi yako tu ni kuimalizia. Complete the source code in order to print whether the number is stored in the n variable is positive. So kazi yetu ni ku get the code to print if n is positive or negative. N can be positive or negative, haijalishi, ita print to either of the two. Hence tuka nini, sijui should get copy. Bash, yeah. Shit. Tuingie kwa CD 0 x 0 1. Mbona imeandika dot? So all the best is like putting the code there. So we'll get like a mini one. The first one. So basically we're supposed to run a program that will print a random number. So basically what you do at this time, yeah, since haujapatiwa any code hapa and you're like, how am I going to get this need to run this program that prints a positive? Now I'm not supposed to concern myself with this code. What you do, you come here kwa Google too. Google is your friend. See program that prints random number. Checks number if positive or negative. You can just take hii swali hapa hivi, program that assigns positive or negative. Copy it, alafu ni paste. Print a number stored in a variable is positive or negative. Checks random number. Checks random number is positive or negative. See program to check whether number is positive or negative. So unaenda, you'll just get this code hapa hivi. iko na srand. So this is the loop that we'll need. Oh shit. Okay, into the loop that we'll need, this one. So this is a loop that will take kwanza. You can store it pahali kwa clipboard or whatever. So hii kazi yake ni kucheck if a number is positive or negative. Then you get C program that prints random number. So basically kazi yetu ni kucombine the two codes. C program, random numbers in C program. Hii ndio programming ita print if a number is random, but hii iko a bit complex. Sasa tuangalie kama we can get something different hapa hivi. Sicheza kutumia Brave. Nitatoka kufungua hii. Okay, this one, this kazi hii srun ni kuprint, show like kuna random number. This r will ndio itakuwa hiyo random number. S is equals rand %6 hapo hivyo. This will generate number between 0 and 5, ndio maana ameweka 6. Print I is an integer, na tunajua like kuna ile list ya kushow like the limits of which can be put up hivyo. So you get this code hapa, alafu you get this other code hapa. So basically utachukua this code copy. The random number will go first. We'll just edit hapa kidogo. So we'll have srun where this is the random number. We are going to print it to confirm like the code is working. So you know name print 3 sasa hapo hivyo. So after tumejua hiyo ina work, we'll come here and get this other code, this if statement. But since values za hapa ni different na za hapa, tutachukua hii, instead of a we'll put r. Tukika hapa r, like it will check if it's positive. Next, if it's positive, sijui mbona iliti negative, zote ni positive. Maybe because hapa iliweka ikuwe 6. It's positive, like the number keeps increasing. Ikiwa bila that percentage 6, the number keeps increasing. Like that's basically how the code worked. Like kuna hiyo ya kukwambia if it's positive, negative or 0. So like ukiangalia like our previous code kulikuwa na let's take this one instead, yeah, the one that I had in my code, yeah. Hapa kwa srand, yeah, kuna int. Let's just take this one up here. You can copy. Anyways, let's paste it here. So this one, the reason kulikuwa na hii minus marks then divide by 2, this was to basically isiende like a huge number. That's why tuliambiwa hii random marks like kuwe hapo, na we shouldn't concern ourselves with it. Declaration srand times 0 oh, close it. Let's run. Just a second. Oh, poleni. Like hii ukiona like this one ziko like predefined kwa nini, kwa our nini hapa hivi. Let me just clear. Ukiangalia vizuri like in this ALX, like they usually define things for us prior to it. So kodi yoyote yenye ungeka hapa hivi, it could have it could run because this stuff is already defined hapo hivyo. Hence that's why nini, while running the code hapa hivi unapata there's an issue, but let me just take the code nilikuanga nayo hapa and we see the main reason why imekuwa ikileta error ni kwa ajili hapa sija declare time hapa hivi na hapa sija declare random, which these are libraries that are already there. Ni kama hii hash include standard input output. That's the main reason why kulikuwa na issue. Apart from that, kuna s1 time, so time I think it's okay now. So imesema it's negative the maximum, it's positive, italeta 0 anytime soon, but basically at least you've seen like there's positive, there's negative, and these libraries have to be included to run this. The reason why kuna time hapa, the time is to change every time you press, as in it checks the time, then it nafanya hizo vitu zenye nafanyanga kwa background. Hapa hope hakuna any question. We'll go to the last digit. This program will assign a random number to the variable n. So hii code ya kwanza inabaki. Each time is executed, complete the source code in order to print the last digit of the number stored in the variable. So basically the last digit, hiyo namba ya mwisho yenye iko kwa that variable ndio tutakuwa tukiangalia. So tuko na hiyo random number, we'll have the code for a random number. So we have this one. This one is for the random number here juu. Kuna like many different codes za get random number. That's not the only one, but as long as you Google, like you get a program that generates a random number. Yeah. Kuna like here I don't know tuchukue gani. Anyways, yeah, so since we have a program that prints the random number, we'll get each time to complete the source code in order to print last digit of the number stored in the variable. So we'll get code that stores the last digit. So we're going to get a code that will store the last digit. That's basically what we're going to do kwa ajili tunajua code ya get random number. Program prints the last digit of a given n. So this is the code that you need. Google, it will be your friend all the time, every time. So hii hapa print f na scan f, kazi ya hizi stuff ni hii ni ku print out, alafu scan f ni ya ku enter a number. So there's a digit hapa hivi, digit and num. So and num ni kuchukua this num hapa hivi. But what we want is to get the last digit. So this percentage 10 kazi yake ndio getting the last digit of that random number, yeah? We find the last digit of a number by dividing it by 10. This gives us the remainder, which is the last digit of the number. I hope hakuna mtu mwenye amepotea hapo. So hence tutachukua hii hapa. Since tuko na hii random, we'll just get this one because we already have the random, yeah? So we'll just get rid of this. For us, n will be divided by 10. This is the random number. We'll divide by 10 to get the last digit. We'll make sure it's less than 5. Ajili ukiangalia like hapa hivi, the last digit of n is greater than 5. So see less, greater than 5. The last digit of 10. The last digit of n is 0. So check if it's 0. Now the last one, to check if n is less than 6 or not equal to 0. So basically what we'll be checking is if it's greater than 5, is 0, ama is less than 6 or not 0.
Kuna swali?
Ukiangalia like our code, kuna hii hapa is after is greater than 5, tunakuja tukaangalia kujili tuliangalia like logical operators, tuna check hii na hii.
Hello? Hello?
Unatusikia?
Nakusikia.
Ulikuwa unasema hello, what's up?
Hapo kwa hiyo the first statement number 12. If n is to the modulo of 10.
Yes.
Yeah, tulisema the module inamaanisha remainder.
Yes.
So if it's the module of 10 and greater than 5, so hiyo remainder ya 10 inafaa kuwa greater than 5.
Yes, it's checking if it's greater than 5.
Oh, so
if it's greater than 5, then hii ndo ita run.
Okay.
So after the if it's greater than 5, we're going to have another loop here. This loop, kama haiko greater than 5, this loop will be executed to check if it's less than 6.
Okay.
And ina confirm like two things, si kitu moja peke yake. Ita check if it's less than 6 and not equal to 0. So it's going to be itakuwa chini ya 5, itakuwa 5 kwenda chini. You get? Na check if it's less than, itakuwa 5 kurudi chini mpaka 1. Itakuwa hapo 0.
1.
Then if it will be between 1 and 5, then this was the thing that will run. Itasema this digit percentage d is, itakwambia that digit which is less than 6 and not equal to 0. Ita print 1 is less than 5, less than 6, sorry, and not equal to 6. 0 mean. Then it prints it out. Let's have a rerun. So this digit imeprint that random digit 4 ndo ya mwisho. 4 is less than 6.
Hapo kwa else print the last digit.
Yeah.
So it go back to the first if statement.
Yeah.
If the else if is not executed.
Yeah. Kama so basically function ya else if ni kuongeza this, to give you a chance to put something a different condition inside that loop. That's if this statement is false, it goes to this. Hii ni kama unataka kucheck like 3 different conditions, but kama una check 2 conditions, you'll just use if na else. I think hukukuwa like when we were talking about the if loop na else tumongelelea hivi. So kuna if loop where the if loop it runs if this condition is true. If the condition is not true,
So, yeah.
then the loop will not run. Haita execute kenye iko hapa, itaruka iende hapa hivyo kwa next one. So
Yeah.
let's just do this if this, let's assume here iko hapo hivyo. So if this loop iko hivi alafu you find the number is greater than 5, it will execute this one. You see 9
Yeah.
is greater than 5.
Yeah.
Let's see if kama tunaweza kaget. Tunacheki hapa the last digit of here is 0. It just jumped kabisa kwa hii, haija run this loop. So if you get a number that's nini, tumepata 1 hapo but nimeskip. So hapa hivi 4, so unaona 4. So ikiprint hapa 4 inaruka hii loop, but we had this other one. If this other one was there, it could have print the last digit of this number is 4 and 4 is less than 6, not 0. So you can print this loop instead of jumping to this one. Yeah, so that's the purpose ya hizi loops. I hope kuna mtu mwenye amepotea hapo. We've gotten to understand kuna hii hapa na hii hapa. And the best thing about being a programmer ni some codes ziko already kwa internet, so you just google instead of struggle think about it all by yourself. So we'll go to this one. Write a program that prints the alphabets in lowercase followed by a new line.
Hello.
You can only use putchar function. Every other function, printf, puts, etc. is forbidden. So we are limited to putchar peke yake. All your code should be in the main function. You can only use putchar twice. So we Google printing alphabet in lowercase. Usikajisumbue story na followed by a new line. Prints all the alphabet in lowercase c. Okay, this is the code sasa. Amepeana description mingi. So what is that? So kuna different ways ya kuprint the alphabet in lowercase. This is not the only one. Sijui kama kwa nini kwa this specific site wamepeana zote. But can you let me just remove these comments kwa ajili I'll explain whatever it is that's happening. I hope mnaweza kuona code vizuri. Anyway, so hapa tunaambiwa write a program that prints the alphabet in lowercase followed by a new line. The reason why naambia msi stress about this new line, I want you to check this out. Putchar function. So I'm going to paste here. Like this putchar, kazi yake it prints something in a after every stuff kwa putchar, it just prints to the next line. How hainanga haja ya wewe ushinde ukiprint kwa the next line kwa ajili kazi yake tu ni after it may print a character, it prints it to the next line. So in the C library function, int putchar int char writes a character, an unsigned character. Tumeongelelea signed na unsigned. For those people wenye hawakuwa tukiongelelea, unsigned basically focuses on positive numbers, positive integers. Unsigned in a group zote, haijalishi ni positive ama negative, haibagui. That's the basics different ya unsigned na signed. So this is how you declare put char. Yeah. Kazi ya char we talked about, this is to print characters kutoka A mpaka Z. Yeah. If you take this will print A to Z, and ukitaka ku print like them in lowercase, he in quotes, you are supposed to put them in quotes na pia like let me just explain it from here. Kuna hii char hapa ikaekwa in lowercase already, kuna hii moja. Apart from that, you can decide, yeah, apart from writing it even in lowercase, you can decide to like kuweka yote kwa hii line moja, usikajisumbue like kuweka in two separate lines vile we did imefanywa hapa, kuincrement nini put char hapo like. But hapo alisema you, kwa code yetu hapa hivi walikuwa nasema you can only use put char twice in your code, mara mbili kwa code yako. So haukuanga na hiyo luxury ya ku put char mara mingi, na ilikuwa inataka ikuwe kwa the next line. So that's why tulitumia put char hapa kuweka to jump to the next line. Ukiweka tu moja it won't jump to the next line like. So na saizi the nini it's on the next line. Let's remove this one and see what happens. So you see it's in this line, agenda for the next line. So this is basically one of the ways you can use the while loop to print the alphabet. The reason why kuna I plus plus hapa hivi, it's kuna hii ANSI table where alphabets zote ziko na specific number, how the computer reads it, yeah. So the computer ita-read kutoka A iko na namba yake B. Let me just show you instead of just explaining it to you.
Hii bro, kwa hiyo ya kuprint alphabet
ASCII table code, I think ndio hiyo. So this is the ASCII table, yeah. So the ASCII table has values, kitu yoyote unaweza kafikiria. Basically this is what works, makompyuta vile zinafanyanga kazi. Kuna hii manini ukiangalia hapa ni hizi ma special characters, percentage and ile nini moja, quotation mark moja, kufungua na closing bracket, star, whatever. Kila kitu iko na value yake hapa hivi, as in value yake iko hivi. So ukikam kwa A mpaka Z, this is in capital letters. Hizi ndio values zake, 65 kutoka 65, yeah, 65 to 90. So hii ni +1 +1 +1 +1 +1 mpaka huku mwisho. We go to the small letters. A ni 97 +1 mpaka 122. Hence here we added +1 ndio utoe kwa A iende kwa B all the way up to Z, hence hapa hivi. So hapa we are supposed to put char then \n to switch it over to the next line. I hope nobody is lost hapo. Yeah, we'll jump over to the next one. Write a program that prints the alphabet in lowercase then uppercase followed by a new line. You are allowed to put char 3 times in your code. So basically hapa ni kuongeza like
Oya Sage,
yeah.
mimi peke yangu sisikii Sage ama.
Munanisikia?
Sage.
Munanisikia?
Hata mimi.
Yo, munanisikia? Ama net yangu imeshuka?
Halo, umepotea?
Kiasi, wacha tuone kama atarudi nini. Net yake ni kama iko down kiasi.
Yo, munanisikia? Wacha ni refresh.
kazi ya leo, hiyo recursion.
Nilianza hata
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
We are
Yeah,
good.
fine.
Which cohort is this?
9.
Yo,
Cohort 9?
unanisikia?
All right. So my name is Emmanuel. I'm from cohort 6. How is the program going?
It's fine.
It's fine. All right.
Yeah.
That is great, guys. Keep on going. Don't give up.
How is your end?
For us, we have done a lot of stuff so far, so good. We are in our 3rd trimester. Yeah, we are still going. Yeah, maybe in the future everything will be all right for you. You will come to learn a lot of stuff and you will enjoy the program too. So yeah, any
Okay.
questions?
Can we
Do you
invite you
have
for tomorrow's session?
tomorrow session?
Yeah,
Yes.
peer learning session.
Hey,
Uh-huh.
hey guys, can you see my screen?
When is it starting?
Yeah?
Can you see my screen?
What time is it
Yeah,
starting?
Yes.
tuna message at 10.
But hatuoni screen yako.
Okay, all
Mnanisikia?
right, guys. Keep going, keep doing your stuff. I was just passing by and I saw a link and I decided to say hi.
So are you going to be available tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
No problem. You can invite me. You can check out you can visit my name in Slack. Emmanuel Chalo. Yeah.
Well, let me share you a link, a Telegram link of our cohort. So when we announce for that session, that actually we are the one who's going to lead that session as per our request, if you don't mind.
What are you currently doing?
See, it's the recursion. It's supposed to be a recursion.
All right, all right. No problem, no problem.
Okay.
Okay. Let me just share my email here. Let me leave my email. You can share it
Yeah.
here. This is my email. Okay, sorry for get crashing in your
You're
program.
welcome to Great Crush anytime.
Okay, there is my email. You can send me the link to that email.
More.
Yo, ati kuna swali. Okay, where are we? Just a second.
Say endelea.
Oh, wait, did I answer this question? Why are we adding n na nini? See, I answered that question, yeah, n percentage nini n. Ama who asked to that question? Mnaweza kuona screen yangu? Yo, guys, mnanisikia? Hello, mnaweza nisikia? We, munanisikia? Munaona screen yangu? Guys, can you see my screen? Hello, hello, can you see my screen?
Yeah. Screen bado hujashare. Tunakusikia.
So nilikuwa nauliza like kuna hii swali hapa. Did I answer the question? Mwenye alikuwa nauliza why are we doing n percentage 10? I think nili answer while I told guys like kazi ya percentage 10 ni kuget the last digit of the nini of the number.
Swali ilikuwa tukiprint hapo kwa print if unaongeza hapo mwisho na percentage
Ati hapo mwisho?
ama ni modular and ukiprint aishi ningekuwa na hiyo swali yako. Kuna place ulikuwa unaandika print if this number then mwisho unaweka hiyo n.
Unaweza ka refresh vile umeinterpret, sikusikii vizuri.
Okay, kwa the previous question
Yeah.
hiyo hii kwa the previous
Yeah.
kuna mahali ukiprint hapo basi the last digit of ama hapa kwa print if hapo kwa print if hapo mwisho and then the comma then plus
Like this one.
hiyo hapo
Like the function kazi ya hii. So the purpose of this n hapa hivi is to print the first digit, the digit itself, that is n hapa hivi, the random number, that's this n. Then this percentage n is to print this digit hapa. This digit tukirun hapo hivyo, it's this, that random number, this last digit of the random number. Muna get? This is this. That's that one. That's the main reason we're printing, so that we can display that. Haya, tuko pamoja mpaka saizi ya. We were told hapa to use put ka 3 times, yeah. You can easily take like this code, eh? We take this peke yake tu, alafu tunaidump hapa kwa nini yetu, but we'll have to change something, yeah. Alafu like we add hapa oopsies, the loop is never ending. Let's take this outside the loop because it keeps incrementing. It's already incremented. Control X. Sorry. Okay, so if we run this, but we were told to like run it 3 times hii stuff, alafu the last one ikuje kwa a new line, so we'll put car hapa alafu \n, alafu tusikasahau kufunga, hence it will jump onto the new line. So this is basically how we were supposed to run this code, ama you could have decided inaweza kuwa hii copy, we do this equal small a alafu equal z alafu tuweke alphabet. Hapa itakuwa alphabet plus plus. I don't know if I stopped recording or it's still recording. So hii ukirun itakupatia alphabet with error coming out. It's supposed to increment. I increment anything. Oh, let me get why. Because of this up, baby. Okay, so that's our nini. It's even worse. Yeah. So here. Hence oh shit, it just gets better and better. Okay, that's alphabet A, alphabet B. That's it. So it prints A to Z, then a new line. Hence this code kulikuwa na like options kibao za kuifanya, so don't restrict yourself in coding, like hakuna kitu yenye iko set on stone. So we'll go to the next question. Write a program that prints the alphabet in lowercase followed by a new line. That's easy. Tunakuja tu hapa kwa hii code yetu. Si unataka lowercase, we just choose this. And this one won't be needed. Then run. Yote in lowercase, then a new line. After that, like I think the nini iliendelea ikakuwa easier. Kwa ajili pia hii, write a program that prints a single digit number of base 10 starting from 0 followed by a new line. Single digit number, C program. Google is our best friend. Okay. I hope net itasumbua. So what is the base 10 number? So single digit number base 10 in C. Base 10, any number to base 10 inamaanisha a number from 0 to 9. That's a number with base 10, yeah. So hizo majina zisikakustue. Ni kama tu kusema single digit number tu. Base 10 tu ni kuchachishia vitu tu. So don't let that intimidate you. Kwa ajili kizungu ilikuja na meli. So huyu mjamaa alitumia like a loop. Let's say alikwambia like you print after you print, like put in a digit, this person entered that specific digit, alafu ikaprint that digit sasa from 0 1 2 3, ikikwambia ikibreak ikiendelea inakwambia if it's more than 9 it's not a single digit number. But hii code inaweza ka break because hizi ka break kwa ajili ame specify hata ukiweka namba hapo ndio unafaa kutype italeta shida. Let's see kama converting C++, wait, STL number operation. Single digit number. C. Single digit number. In words, find the number of digits until the sum. Each number in words, number in digits. Dakika moja. .com.
Everybody's still They've talked to us about a cap on energy prices for industry, for example, or about subsidies for companies that use a lot of energy, a drop in VAT. All these measures are being talked about, but for now, nothing concrete has happened. It's very hard for us to manage.
The number of bankruptcies some 26% last August compared to the year
So
before.
print a single digit number in C. We'll get this first one, yeah? Okay. Basically what is going to happen, hizi digits kwanza tuta define kwa the program itself, hizo 0 to 1, so itakuwa 0 to 1, 0 to 9, sorry. After ikuwe 0 to 9, we'll just be printing those numbers hapo hivyo. Sijui mbona okay. So the program will print all single digit numbers. Hii tunaambiwa write a number 0 to 9. 0 to 9. Printing 0 to 9. In C. Okay. Ningeandika tu Google tu. For alphabet equals 1, is less than 10. Here tutafai kuichange int. So alphabet ndio the number, itaanza 0, haitakuwa equal to 10, so it's supposed to be less than 10, where it increments, alafu tuiprint. Okay, nimekosea wapi? Put car print. Segment fault. Dakika moja. I plus plus increment for I. Not a problem. Nothing from intro followed by a new line. Next error working. input output segment fault. Hii ni error gani? I is less than 10.
Umerun kweli? Umeiran kweli?
Yeah. Ama
Hebu
ninaekeanga
run.
issue.
I think since you've initialized I, you don't have to say I again. Hapo kwa for loop.
Hapa hivi.
Hapo kwa for loop at the beginning.
Look,
Hapo kwenye
for
unasema
loop
I is
yako
equals to
ni I,
0.
umeweka number 1, not I.
Wapi hapo? Like this is I, this is I. Sinaona zote ni I.
Ni I, si number 1.
No,
Ni I. Unaona hapo kwa for loop the first I.
this one.
I think you're repeating it because you've already initialized it. You don't have to say I is equals to 0.
Ebu comment this printf new line, the last one. Comment it out, and then you see.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
And then now, if you want a new line, you can put percent
Backslash,
%d
yeah.
and then /, yeah, and then that will be the new line. No, the other way. Yeah.
The other slash.
No. It's the other way around.
Backslash, like
Yeah,
this.
because you're putting on your line, yes.
That's basically it. Oh, so like this one ndo nilikonga nimeka vibaya hapa chini.
Yeah. It doesn't need to be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's printing all the numbers while using the loop instead of nini. Yeah. Write a program that prints all single digit numbers of base 10 starting from 0 followed by a new line. So this is just like repeating this code. As in hakuna difference yoyote, but difference sasa ni hapa hivi. You're not allowed to use any variable of car. You can only use put car function, and you can only use put car twice in your code. So the difference is here you'll be using put car instead of printf. \n put car %d if we include
You kwa for loop, the 0 and 10 is supposed to be in single quotes.
is it supposed to be int kweli?
And then kwa put car,
See.
kwa put car inafaa tuweke I modular 10 plus the character 0.
Why modular 10? I modular 10.
Because we put the nini, so we put the numbers in it was in single quote, so it becomes like a character or something. It's in the ASCII table, so
I get.
the value is more than, yeah.
It's more than 10. Anything else wrong kwa code before I run it? No.
Hiyo %c unafaa utoe. Alafu unafaa tuweke plus 0. The 0 in quotes. I don't know the function of that, but maybe run it without, we see how it will work. Nasema hizo quotes kwa for loop ilifaa ibaki.
Okay.
But kwa put car after the I modular 10, we're supposed to add plus 0 in single quotes.
Single quotes.
loop is never ending. Not equal to 10. It's supposed. Wapi ndio nimekosea?
Nini?
Tulifunga wapi?
Ndani ya hiyo I modular 10 inafaa kuwa in its own braces.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Mm-mm.
Bado imekata.
Yep.
Hiyo putka inafaa kukuwa in what is it called? Bracket yake, yuko kwa bracket yake.
Which one? Which
The
putka?
putka.
This one.
The first one. Uweke kwa bracket yake.
What do you mean bracket yake?
Opening and closing bracket.
Like like
Yes. So then, yeah. So then kuna haja hiyo break.
but it's already inside the brackets na tunapata the loop is not ending. Last time tulifanya.
I don't think you need to use modulo of 10.
I just put I.
Yes, I plus the 0 in.
Actually, the modulus 10 is needed.
Oh,
But you see, it's printing out to the nini, the alphabets.
yeah.
I don't know why niki break I stop. Ini stop like haraka sana. Okay, let me try it here.
Initialize the I to 0.
The I was initial. I equals to 0. So I.
Remove the break.
No difference. Let me try.
You put the 0 in a string.
Move break. Loop to the I. So since the nini is always haifiki hapa, then it keeps on running.
Mtu amesema ati utoe space between the I and the I++. Could that be the problem?
No. Same results. That's it one. It's same problem. It's the same problem.
Remove the modular and the 10.
The purpose ni like getting the figures 1 to 10. That's the purpose of the modular. But
I'm saying there's if you remove the modular, don't include the brackets in the
we'll still get
in
the
the
same
I.
results. We'll still get the same results kwa jili like you remember board mass, like brackets of division, addition. So it will just be adding this to this, then we'll be getting the same results.
What if hapo kwa declaration of a variable you write a character instead of a string?
Yeah. that was the issue.
In your for loop, the number 10 and 0 are in strings.
Yeah.
Why?
Because
Ni single
we're using
quote. It's a
putkar.
character.
We're using putkar, and the purpose of putkar is to print like characters. Check this
Which
out.
question are we doing? You're printing characters or numbers.
Numbers. We're doing
So
this.
you don't need to put it in the string.
We're using putkar twice to print the numbers.
Then you don't need to put 0 and 10 in the string.
In a putkar writes characters. That's why we're putting it in string. You get?
Just try without it. Then maybe, I don't know.
I. So I.
You're getting somewhere because you're getting this. So I plus 0. Putkar.
Putkar.
Yes.
I plus 0. Don't mind if I put plus 0.
With a string.
Yeah. That is the end up for the next line. How come? Why didn't it go to the next line? Let's try moving it into a loop. Nope. Backslash n. Nope. Comma. Okay, so we can put it there. Okay. Put card. How comes
Try putting the 0 before the I in putkar. The other way around.
no difference?
Still the same.
Interesting.
What if we use single quotes on stroken ama haitakuwa na any effect?
Just see the results. Yeah. the actually need to use single quotes instead of double quotes. That's basically this number. We'll go to the next one. Write a program that prints the lowercase alphabet in reverse followed by a new line. So basically we'll take away the lowercase alphabet where we had character here. Not character. So this one will be A. Less than not equal to Z, and increment it. Wait, this is how you print it? I don't think so. Here, copper. Print I followed by a new line. This is the code that we were supposed to put. Program that prints the alphabet in reverse. So we are supposed to reverse the alphabets.
Why can't we use the first one we used to print alphabet and then we decrement instead of incrementing?
Oh, we decrement here. Minus minus and upper to a Z, upper to a.
Inafaa kuwa greater than, not less than.
Greater than, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's the code. Less than. Okay, it's decrementing. That was the solution. Next one is basically write a program that prints all the base 16 in lowercase followed by a new line. Base 16 are basically numbers below 16. You can only use putchar function. All your code should be in the main function. You can only use putchar 3 times. So basically you are supposed to print numbers that are less than 16. Okay, wait, from 0 to 16. 0, 16, plus alafu nini ingine ina miss hapa. I'm supposed to still putting these other numbers. Uh, 1 to 9. I'm gonna print 16. The rest hata una. I'll say setting Rico. wapi? Yo, settings. Ako wapi? My net inasumbua. Right there. Iko sawa.
Oh, tunatafuta hii question ya the hexadecimals.
Yeah.
Tuta for loop twice. For loop ya kwanza itakuwa 1 through 0 through 10 and the second one will be A through F.
Nini nakumbuka like there's this timing yetu ilikonga tuna code yeah? Sijui kama kama nini alikuanga hapo. Let me just put J hapa. So nini kuna this coding yetu ilikonga kuna timing ya we were coding hapa tu. But sijui settings where tulikonga nini we had this sijui kama ilipatikana, ndo nilikuwa nataka kuuliza settings kujua kama we got ilipatikana. Umesema itakuwa from A to
F.
A to F. J, yeah, J.
Putka tumeambiwa tunatumia how many times 3?
I think twice. 3 times
So we can put ka ya I and put ka ya J. Ya J si tunaweza iweka plain because ni alphabet. Ni characters, I mean.
see like both of them ni declare as characters hapa hivi.
Oh, okay.
Oh, like hizi ni characters, I get what you mean. Oh, so we're supposed to convert the characters to numbers.
So hii I think inafaa kuwa numbers. J iko sawa. The problem is with the I.
Actually, I iko sawa. J ndio iko issue. Kwa ajili I is supposed to print 1 to 9. Alafu J is supposed to print the rest. So let me just do this. Nitoe hii loop hapo ndani ya hiyo loop ingine. Alafu I print it here. Okay. I plus
I think iko sawa.
bila the how do you convert like alphabets to
Output inafaa kuwa nini?
number 1 to 16? How do you convert alphabets to numbers in C? A to C. Alphabet to integers. Oh, print percentage what? Wait. This is like really complex material. Niweke percentage nini? Percentage C. Percentage C. Comma. Will it work well? Nope.
Hiyo ifai kukuwa nini inaitwaje hexadecimal, which means it's supposed to be a combination of numbers and letters, so it's not supposed to be like numbers only.
Prints all numbers of base 16 in lowercase. Oh yeah, it's supposed to be hexadecimal yote. 1 to nini.
So the output is correct.
Yeah, that put iko sawa.
Mm.
No wonder I was wondering. This is the last question. That was the last question. Hizi zingine zilikuanga extras. Okay, this was the last one. Write a program that prints all possible combinations of a single digit number. Numbers must be separated by a comma followed by a space. Numbers should be printed in ascending order. You can only use putchar function. All your code should be written in main. You can only use putchar 4 times, and you are not allowed to use any variable type char. Single digit number. This is from 1 to 9. Okay, from 1 to 9, all possible combinations. Ndio tukulikuwa na percentage 10 int. Okay. Wait, what? Just listening. So it's supposed to print all possible combinations of single digit numbers. How do you do this? Hello, can you hear me? Nanisikia? Sure. Can you see my screen? Like screen yangu ilipotea. Net iko na issue. Can you guys see my screen? Can you guys see my screen? Oh, net imepotea. How many members? Yo, can you guys see my screen? Okay. prints a program that prints all possible combinations of a single digits from 1 to 9. So it's basically printing 1 to 9. Yeah, that was basically that basic task. And okay, that was basically our basic tasks. This was the final code that we needed to print out. I hope to get like that first segment. So there's a recording. I think I'll send a link to, if anyone who was not there and wanted to watch. I'll see how I'll.
Hello.
Yo, can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello, unanisikia?